can see by the content that's previously been released, you're entertained by. It's only gonna get better. I'm telling you, there's only up to go. And we want to thank y'all for rocking with us, man, and listening to the awareness that we're bringing about prison life. So go to where again, bro?
Go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member.
YouTube at Tales from the Jails, and please become a member.
Clothing. First of all, I want to thank everybody who's been tuning in to Tales from the Jails. And listen, we need everybody to do something for us. If you really like what you see on Tales from the Jails, you're really interested in what you see on Tales from the Jails, we need you to go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member. Subscribe as well, but also become a member. That way you can get updated on all the new content as we continue to bring you these amazing episodes. So we want everyone to go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member.
As y'all heard him, go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member. We got an array of content that's coming out that you will be thoroughly entertained by. As you can see by the content that's previously been released, you're entertained by. It's only gonna get better. I'm telling you, there's only up to go. And we want to thank y'all for rocking with us, man, and listening to the awareness that we're bringing about prison life. So go to where again, bro?
Go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member.
YouTube at Tales from the Jails, and please become a member.
Clothing. First of all, I want to thank everybody who's been tuning in to Tales from the Jails. And listen, we need everybody to do something for us. If you really like what you see on Tales from the Jails, you're really interested in what you see on Tales from the Jails, we need you to go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member. Subscribe as well, but also become a member. That way you can get updated on all the new content as we continue to bring you these amazing episodes. So we want everyone to go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member.
As y'all heard him, go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member. We got an array of content that's coming out that you will be thoroughly entertained by. As you can see by the content that's previously been released, you're entertained by. It's only gonna get better. I'm telling you, there's only up to go. And we want to thank y'all for rocking with us, man, and listening to the awareness that we're bringing about prison life. So go to where again, bro?
Go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member.
YouTube at Tales from the Jails, and please become a member.
Clothing, cars, whatever. First of all, I want to thank everybody who's been tuning in to Tales from the Jails. And listen, we need everybody to do something for us. If you really like what you see on Tales from the Jails, you're really interested in what you see on Tales from the Jails, we need you to go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member. Subscribe as well, but also become a member. That way you can get updated on all the new content as we continue to bring you these amazing episodes. So we want everyone to go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member.
As y'all heard him, go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member. We got an array of content that's coming out that you will be thoroughly entertained by. As you can see by the content that's previously been released, you're entertained by. It's only gonna get better. I'm telling you, there's only up to go. And we want to thank y'all for rocking with us, man, and listening to the awareness that we're bringing about prison life. So go to where again, bro?
Go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member.
YouTube at Tales from the Jails, and please become a member.
Clothing, cars, whatever. First of all, I want to thank everybody who's been tuning in to Tales from the Jails. And listen, we need everybody to do something for us. If you really like what you see on Tales from the Jails, you're really interested in what you see on Tales from the Jails, we need you to go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member. Subscribe as well, but also become a member. That way you can get updated on all the new content as we continue to bring you these amazing episodes. So we want everyone to go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails.
Is it my phone?
Yeah, it's yours.
No, it wasn't.
We live?
Yep.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Tales from the Jails. We're here live in Partners USA. TNS Media Group is the team and the family. We're here live in Partners USA. You know, with my guy, Mr. Brahim Jack. We look at him like that for, man.
Because I wanted to get a few $2,000 so he can get in.
Yeah, he'll find it. We'll tell him, we'll send it to him. We'll search it out, he'll find it. But listen, so, you know, you talk about this thing about making me wait. I'm already waiting a lot all the time for you before the show, after the show. What's going on? Is your phone silenced?
Yeah, it's silenced. It's silenced. Everything good, man. Everybody, how y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? Good Wednesday is a good Wednesday right here. Hopefully all the audience and the family is here, man. You know, ready to hear the content that we ready bringing y'all an alarming rate today. Hopefully nobody is in jail. James LaFlame, Dark Skin Beauty, where y'all at? That's just a few. I just know them names off top, not to disrespect nobody else of the family because I love all y'all. But where y'all at, man? What's up, man? Let's talk about it today, man. There's a lot that we ready to talk about right now. But
don't forget about John Michael and the gang.
Oh yeah, John, all my that's my family.
Danny,
I might not
Mr. Designer, you know, you got everybody in there.
Yeah.
You know, you got Ray Peso 456. You know, King _ Tony 215. Snitch K47. I hope you're not a snitch. But Leave Buck 316. Got Cam 1122. You know what I'm saying? What's going on?
No, you good. You good. Keep on talking. I'm just trying to make sure my phone charged.
It is charging?
No, it ain't.
That's all you care about is that phone, man.
Yeah, I don't want it to die.
How would a day go for you without that phone?
I would jump off the bridge.
I believe it.
I that's just saying it. If a person tell you who they are, believe them.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You taught me that.
Yeah.
You asked me, and I'm this way, Feek. I get what you want to hear after. Yeah.
Belly flop, or what was it?
Belly flop.
Really?
Belly flop, preferably.
Preferably,
preferably, not preferably, preferably.
Off the
Let me go ahead
regular?
and get this. Go ahead and get this. The pronunciations correct. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? We here, man. Beautiful Wednesday, man. Hump day. That's what they call those Wednesdays. That's what they call Wednesdays. Hump day. You know what we call Wednesdays in jail? Another day. Ain't no hump day, especially if you got a whole lot of time. That joint Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is all the same day. Groundhog Day.
In jail.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So we got another topic today, man. We want to get into, and
what topic is this? Because I want you to go ahead and enlighten me where I can go ahead and explode on whatever topic that you go ahead and put out there.
But the thing about it is this:
not on duty. This man, y'all, he's doing this at an alarming rate, guys. Like he got to cool out. But go ahead, bro.
I think the topic that I had, it was like a good topic. Somebody, you know, was sitting back thinking about something because we hear a lot about this, right? Like, we see a lot of this violence going on right here. You see these kids being killed, and people a lot of times forget about the parents that's watching their children be killed. If your child was murdered, right, and you, I don't know whether the person who killed him got out of jail or the person who killed him, you seen him while you was in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Would you forgive that person for killing your son? Or your daughter, or whoever the case may be? Because I ain't saying...
this is a real tricky question, right? That question right there is so deep. I'm glad you brought that up, bro. This is a hell of a topic right here. The way I'm going to answer, I'm not speaking for the whole, for the audience, for the family that's watching this. I'm going to answer it from a rehabilitated convict.
Okay.
If my son was killed, right?
No.
Well, listen, hold up. You asked me a question. Let me answer the question, then you talk.
Okay.
If my son was killed in the streets of Philadelphia or whatever streets he was in, right?
Mm-hmm.
But my son was doing acts of like, he probably got a couple hits himself or shot a couple niggas and niggas caught up to him, I would be upset that he's dead because it's my son. It's my son. He's from my loins. So I'm going to grieve. But the man is me going to be like, you do dirt, you get dirt. We come from that core, Fee. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't give a fuck how much money you may have got or me got. Like, we come from that core. Like, regardless if we left it alone 10, 20 years ago and been on this law-abiding path, you know what I'm saying? We still got that embedded in our nature. You know, even though we turned away with it, certain things that's never going to fall from us. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, again, my answer would be, if a person killed my son on some get back because he done got some of their homies and all that, I will be mad. I would be upset. But would I get the nigga back if I like would I be upset? Like I'll be upset, but that's the game. I'm like, damn, this nigga done got caught up. He done shot this nigga, he done did this. I mean, cause you hearing stories about your son if he out there in the streets wrecking. You just not knowing what your son not doing, and one day he did. Oh my God, what happened to my son? Unless you an idiot. People know what their kids into. A lot of people, but they get on there, oh my God, I can't believe it. And I get that too. That's your kid, I get it. But the accountability part is like, damn, he was out there doing this and I heard about this. And again, I'm going to be upset my son is going. But I'm like,
you know, like they said something. But I want
he made his bed, he got a lie in it.
Like you see Gilly's son Cheese, right? He was murdered. The person that murdered him, supposedly that murdered Gilly's son, they were saying that he was out here doing a lot of things. He was catching a lot of wreck. And then they came back and caught him. I think he's walking with his mom, I believe. They
I don't know how it happened. I just heard how he got killed.
Yeah. You know, you shouldn't be chewing in the mic, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to finish that meal you got?
Good.
So you sure?
Go ahead, man.
All right. Was that like a rice ball or something?
Man, go ahead, man.
So anyway, they caught him. I believe I'm not sure of what's going on, but from what I heard that he was a kid out here that was shooting a lot of people, carrying guns and so forth and so on. But they played basketball, ended up killing Gilly's son, Cheese, by accident and so forth. So he wasn't
by accident or on purpose.
He wasn't supposed to be there. It wasn't for him. So they say from what I heard. I'm not saying I don't know. Y'all can correct us if we're wrong in the chat. But anyway, they caught him walking with his mom, I believe, and killed him while he was with his mother, I believe. So and everybody, his mom was crying, and they was making like, oh, this kid got killed. This kid got killed he's walking with his mother or family member, who he was walking with, and he got killed behind that. But like you said, they were saying, the streets were saying that he was out here moving like you just say, if your son would moving in that way. So you would expect that to happen, but maybe his mother didn't know that he was moving like that, so it can be devastating to her or his father.
Well, that's her. We're talking about. You asked me. You changed the whole narrative.
But I want to speak to a whole audience because it's so many different ways you can go with this. Now, the flip side to it is, what if your son or because we talking about son, we got to talk about daughters too, because daughters
got killed up 60 years.
Yeah, and it doesn't always have to be gun violence. Sometimes it can be a woman is raped or a woman is choked out or killed or something like that. Stat. Now the other side is, you talk about the street side. What if your kid was an innocent person who went to school, who went to work, who was a law-abiding citizen, and somebody killed them? But
this ABC, Vic. This is ABC.
It's not.
I'm going to want to kill them. And if I get the opportunity to kill them, and I can, and I don't condone going out killing, we let the judicial system handle it. But me, I'm doing the wrong thing. You killed my son. My son was a promising football player, basketball player. He's not in the streets. And you just run up and shooting and you kill my son? Yeah, if I had the chance to get back, I'm getting back.
Yeah, you grabbing the arm.
I'm grabbing arms. I'm out there, like I said, with towel off and everything. Where you at? Yeah. Get to me. Get straight to me.
I probably would do the wrong thing too.
Yeah, that's my boy. I'm mad. And then especially if I know, like, damn, man, they say the boy, he ain't even get caught. He around here in the corner. I'm on my way.
So you don't want him to get caught?
Hell no. I went street retribution, and that's him dying by my hands. Again, that's absolutely wrong. I am doing the wrong thing. Me. I can't talk for the mass of the audience. I don't condone going out here killing, because that's drawing. But if a person took my son's life and my son wasn't into none of that stuff, he was a good kid, yeah, I'm on your ass. And that's just it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people probably feel the same way about that, because at the end of the day, this is your kid. This is your child who may have had a promising future. And what if it's like this though? Because sometimes, excuse me, y'all. Sometimes it's where though it was an accident. They killed him by accident.
I'm not trying to hear no accidents, though, Feek. I'm not trying to hear none of that. I'm gonna be upset, Feek. I'm gonna be highly upset. I'm gonna be upset. If it's an accident, okay, cool. I'll probably cool down a couple years if I ain't catching. But if it's the first month, first year, I'm on your ass. It's gonna take me about 9-10 years, and still, even with that, I'm gonna still be dealing with it. But I'm gonna be like, damn, because the grown man gonna be like, damn, these niggas rolled by shooting at some victim. He was hanging with the wrong crowd and all that. And niggas might have been targeting other niggas, and that's how it happens all the time in the hood.
Yeah.
Like we just talked about Case from my hood. They got shot for throwing, well, he wasn't throwing no eggs. He was trying to tell people to calm down. And he got killed. He had absolutely nothing to do with that. Nothing. So I can only imagine the vengeance that his family felt behind it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's an ABC answer. Like, come on, man. Like this is not something you had to think on.
Yeah.
But if the nigga eluded police and me for years, I would come to tell him like, damn, all right, damn. Killed my son by accident. I'm old in there.
Let me give you, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, but go ahead.
Let me give you another scenario, right? You may have a nephew, right? Who's into the streets, right? Who's running crazy, acting crazy. This is two parts. So you're acting crazy out here, and
hold on, go ahead, say it again. You said you got a son.
You got a nephew, or your son may have a cousin or something on his mom's side.
Yeah, family, they siblings.
And the cousin is moving reckless.
Okay.
Out here.
Okay.
And you tell your son, don't hang around him because he out here acting crazy, but your son still chooses to go hang with the cousin. And somebody come for the cousin, or whatever the case may be, or your daughter may have a cousin wherever they hang with, and something comes to them that's meant for the cousin, and they end up. Are you mad at the cousin? Are you upset at the cousin?
No, hell no. I tried to warn my son. Granted, I'm a human being. I probably have a little hard feelings for him. Like, damn, man, you done got my son killed, man, and you running around here doing this goofiness. But I told my son on numerous occasions, leave this nigga alone. I'm ultimately mad some more so at my son. You done tricked your spot off. I told you. Now I can see if I never told him and all that, then more anger would be towards the cousin. But I'm telling him. And he chose the path he wanted to walk. A lot of us got to realize, like, we got to take accountability too, man. We got to take accountability as the parents, the big brother, the uncle, whoever we is, the guardianship. You got to take accountability. Man, you told him. He still chose to do that. And now it happened. It did that. I'm going to be mad at his cousin. I told him.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I'm going to still be like, man, this nigga got my son killed. But I'm not going to exact revenge on him because I told him.
Yeah.
And it ain't like he killed him. His actions killed him. The stuff that he's into. So you can't, everybody else might got a different opinion of this, but it's just me. I'm a street dude that's rehabilitated. So I understand what come with it.
That's another thing.
See, a lot of people, if they ain't got a street mentality and ain't been from these streets, they gonna look at it in a whole totally different manner, bro. It's gonna be a whole nother conversation that's had right now.
Yeah.
So me being on that side of the fence and being a rehabilitated convict, don't want no parts of the streets no more. I'm gonna charge it to the game. I got to.
You know something really that kind of hit my household kind of hard, really. Like I got some my kids be wanting to hang around certain people that I don't allow them to hang around. And some people feel like I treat my kids or put my kids on a pedestal.
I do, but go ahead.
Okay.
I told you that on numerous occasions. I hope this ain't no shock to you, but go ahead.
All right. But yeah, I guess you're one of them. But the thing about it is, I do it out of from a protection standpoint.
I know you do.
Not because I think my kids is better than anybody else. It's just because I can see certain things. And my father was the same way.
But no, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. Your father was nothing like you. Your father is a better man than you. And I tell you right here on air, your father is a. And when I say that, meaning when I say that, the whole.
No, I'm talking about dad. Something not to hang with you.
Yeah, I know that. But hold up. Let me go back and recuse that.
Hey, that's okay.
You are. Let me hold up.
Okay, I'm listening.
Hold up. You stop talking. Goddamn.
All right, go ahead.
You are a great man. You are a great brother. You are a great friend. You are a magnificent father, bro. And I don't say that because you my brother. I say that because of the actions I see from you and how you conduct yourself as a man. But I think you cripple your kids, bro.
How?
Because you do these things because you don't want them to go through what you went through. Like they don't know nothing. Like your kids is square. Your kids is like, they not dummies. They smart, but they not dumb, but they is. If you get what I'm saying.
To what, to the street stuff?
Yeah, like I think a person need that awareness.
But they don't even
like I know. Thank you. It's going right wrong with what I'm saying.
What is it from the learning?
No, it's not even learn. Like it's just to be aware. The awareness. Like your girls will go right now and see somebody arguing and fighting, be walking past. Like, why are they arguing and fighting? You got some street girls like, oh shit, we going around the corner.
We ain't going that way. Your girls will be like, come on, y'all, let's walk past them over here. And so one of them might get slapped. Oh my God, Sound Lakem, what happened? Because they don't have that awareness. We just being smart. Because you're not raising them to which is cool. But I still think that blanket need to be off of them sometimes to know that this shit can get caught. Another way how you raise your kids, they don't know that they can be laying on this goddamn floor at any given minute. They don't know what it's like. All they had through your hard work grind. I'm not talking about grinding in the streets. I'm talking about as a businessman, getting whatever you got to give up. Get up off the ground. And bro, you one of the best businessmen. And again, I don't say it because you're my brother or bias. I love the way you work. And I heard that we were just on our way. I just got out here today and I hear the way you talk to him. Certain things I think you should be a little bit more firmer about. But then again, what I say don't mean nothing. It's just my opinion. But this is the way you rate. But they're too prissy and soft. Like if something was to happen, but if you go broke the day of tomorrow, they wouldn't know how to cope with life.
I don't know about that.
If you was to die, your wife to die, and there was just them, no money left to them.
That would affect any kid, though.
No, it won't. Not a kid that's out there in the streets.
Yeah, right.
Not a kid that's hanging on the porches and eating crabs with their mom. Like, Mom, let me get that crab leg.
Nah, yes,
that nigga that know how to go to the store by himself.
I disagree.
No, do y'all disagree?
Yeah, I do disagree.
He knows how to cope a little bit more than they do.
It's not true. The kids.
There you go. There you go. Don't be defensive, bro.
I'm not.
Because you're doing a great job, bro. Alhamdulillah. If I was in a position to do that, I would too.
Exactly. So why are you talking about?
But I'm saying it's not the right thing to do. You gotta let them little babies touch some fire.
Like what? So bring them to the hood?
Oh yeah.
Nah.
Ride them through. You just said you was gonna do that one day.
Listen, me and my
you
kids,
just said you was gonna take your kids and ride underneath the Kissington Bridge to show them like, look at that.
I did that.
Look at that.
I did
Look
that.
at that. But that still don't affect them.
But
I don't know. Let me know if I'm wrong, y'all. Maybe Tawfiq is right in this issue right here.
Listen, you work. Listen, anybody who's working, right? You work hard to keep your kids out of the hood. Philadelphia is so many different traps for kids to be in. So why not move your kids away from Philadelphia to where so they can have opportunity to flourish? No matter which city that you in, wherever you at, if you ever had the ability to move to a good neighborhood, where there's a good school system, why not? And you really don't care if your kids understand the hood, because that's not where they're going to spend their majority of their time. They're going to spend their time wherever they're working at, wherever they're living at. And they're going to adopt a mentality to be able to maintain a lifestyle living in a good neighborhood if they're able to. But you don't want to. You got to come to the hood and see, live in the hood and earn your stripes.
No, I'm not saying live in the hood. You still got to see some type of discomfort. Like
they do see that.
No, you won't tell them no about.
Yeah, listen, I slept on the floor with my kids.
No, they don't know about this. They was infants.
They talk about that.
They don't know. They don't have no recollection of that. No, they do not. No, they do not. All they know now is we just ran over there and you was paying for hair salons and all they know is the good stuff. Which is cool. That's not a gripe against you, bro. All I'm saying is me is seeing the way the world. I'm gonna let my kids feel it a little bit.
Okay.
Like,
what do you mean? Like not give them everything they want?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't give my girls everything they want.
Yes, the hell you do.
All the time.
Man, is you crazy? Your son got to come to you. Damn, Abby. Abby, for those who don't know what the Arabic word Abby is, means father. His son comes to him. Damn, Dad, why I got to get a job? His son got 4 sisters. They ain't got to do nothing as long as this man, which is cool. I'm cool with. That's how I'm raised.
Go to school and get good grades, and
you get whatever you want.
That's it.
But why the son don't get that?
My son.
Why the son don't get? Why he got to get?
Years. He got to work.
Bro, stop. All right,
he got to learn how to be a man.
Yes, he do. But you still got to put the women through some type of.
My son is going through it, so he's learning. And I'm still.
I'm more for your son there. I'm more for him. I'm back on these babies, these girls. You got to let them know that shit is not supposed to be handed to you. You got to go get it.
They do.
No, they don't, bro. You raise your kids with perfection, bro.
You shooting from that. They do know.
No.
Know how they know?
How they know?
They know that if I ain't getting good grades in school.
Oh my God.
Listen, hear me out.
Good grades in school. It's easy to go get good grades,
no, it's
bro.
No, it's not. My kids are in one of the top
yes, I do. Yes.
In Pennsylvania. So
yes.
In order to maintain that, they have to have good grades.
Yes, they do.
So they got to work hard. So it's not like they sitting there, good grades just fall in their lap. They know they got to have good grades. Got to make sure they're on top of their prayers and things of that nature. And then we good. But they get told they ain't living in a lap of luxury.
Dark Skin Beauty, you are absolutely right. And you on what Tawfiq is on. You are absolutely right. But me, I just feel that you gotta I'm not gonna keep saying because they
You ain't taking Moot Nasty and taking them to the hood and play with the rough kids in the hood.
Yes, I will.
You ain't doing it though.
But I ain't doing it because me and his mom beefing. I gotta be a better dad.
But I'm saying though,
Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I will take him down there to his friends that I know that's friends of mine that got kids. I will bring him down there to let them play.
But what about okay, if you do that though? Now,
yes, I will. I'm not saying they can go out there and sell coke on the corner and shit like that.
Now your child's gonna adopt bad habits.
How? What bad habits of playing in the street, bikes and all that? And then if you see little things like they try and grab button, they try and do little crazy stuff. You check that.
But what I'm saying to you is this.
I'm not saying I'm doing it every day, but I'm letting them see that just because you in this big old house, this shit can get crunchy.
Exactly.
Like, cause a lot of these kids when I bring them to the inner city and all that, they ain't living in lavish. They ain't living in comfort all the time. They have a little bit more appreciation. Like, there we go. The kids that go through that, they appreciate things a little bit more than a person that never knew that it can get crunchy. Mm-hmm. They privileged. Your kids is privileged. When I say privileged, meaning yeah, dad, and yeah, which is cool. I want my kids to be like, but I want them to also know this shit can go left, and I got to do this if it go left.
They know that.
Well, that's yet to be seen. That's yet to be seen. You still alive.
They lie.
You know what I mean? I'll tell you about it if you die first. If you die first, and when I get there, I'm like, your kids maintained for that dime that I was still alive after you died. Yeah, they maintained. They did the right thing.
Inshallah. But
or they might be at me. Unc, you know my dad used to. I know he did. God damn, that nigga get on my nerves. Huh? Go ahead and get all that done.
But I'm saying, at the end of the day,
because you understand what I'm saying, though, or I'm just talking just.
But the only thing is,
and I love the way you rate, bro. I would want to rate, but I still want them to have, not to cut you off, bro. And this is a touchy subject. Mm-hmm. For me, that's why I'm so passionate about this subject. And anybody could chime in with the family, man, that's listening. I think that you got to show your kids a little discomfort, even if you're in a position where as though you're good financially, that you can get your kids everything they want. You still got to show. Like the other day, I sent you the joint. It's a lady on. It's a reel on Instagram that's going around. PS5? That's going around right now. You would never do that. Never. So but I would. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. When I sent that, you was like, damn. You couldn't believe it. You almost cried for him.
What I say to you?
You sit back. You said your pop would have. Yeah. You said.
No, I said I'd rather my dad just give me a beating.
Yeah. Because that's why you wouldn't do. You soft for real. Not soft as far as a punk, but when it comes to certain things, you're just sweet as cake grandma baked. But listen, the other day I'm watching the reel. Right, the kid stole from a store. Mom found out. They came back, told the mom, yeah, kid, damn, my kid sold. He just got a PS5 for whatever holiday came up. You know them joints cost a couple bucks, y'all. And for all y'all that probably have kids, y'all probably done bought them already for the kids. She made him go get that PS5. Oh my God, I wish I could send it through the group chat. And boy, I guarantee you he ain't gonna do nothing for the next 5 years. Granted, he might do something crazy again, but that put a hold on negative shit for the next 5 years. She made that nigga go get it. She said, slam it. He slammed it. Boom, it broke. Then she was like, no, move this out the way where everybody can see it's real. She said, pick it up and hold it over your head for 30 seconds. And then she said, stand on your tippy toes. I want you to bring it from the heavens on the ground. Man, that little kid, man, that was worse than any ass whooping you could have gave him. I was in full accord with that. And granted, I might buy him one next year. I might buy him one 6 months from there. But I guarantee you the next one he get, he not going to do nothing to have me tell him break that joint again. That was a harsh reality discipline right there. You would never do that. You would never ever do that. You be in that joint. Sound like a man. Open up Surah Ayat today. You'll be doing that.
It's crazy that
you would never do that, bro.
It's not true.
And then the crazy part about him, he been raised with structure. Okay, granted, a lot of y'all probably won't, but his father not only would kick his ass, he would kick our ass. Structure. And look how he came out. Alhamdulillah.
But
you'll never raise your kids like that. Never. Anything is yes. Daddy, we need a mansion. Yes, baby. I'll get it next week.
That's him.
But that's just him.
King _ Tony 215 for the donation. We appreciate it. Tony said, there's no problem with being spoiled and living in a great neighborhood, especially giving them what you never had. But I do believe they should have some type of street smart and handle themselves. Yep.
Shout out to you, Tony. Stand up.
But I totally agree. My kids live.
But you ain't gonna do that. You agree, but you ain't gonna do that.
Listen, my kids lived in North Philly for years.
Bro, that's until you got yourself, until you was working real good and you saved up or something to get them out of here.
But I'm saying that's what you.
It ain't like you going back down there tomorrow.
And why would I want to live back down there?
I'm not telling you to let them.
But I'm saying my
You
kids,
got
my kids understand.
I'm about to say something right now that you ain't going to agree with. And this is a good joint. You have a nice big family, right?
Alhamdulillah.
And, alhamdulillah. May Allah reward you and keep granting you tawfiq in that. Alhamdulillah. I mean, you have siblings that's responsible that live in the hood that don't live where you at. But you ain't sending your babies over there. And they got cousins. You won't leave them down there for a week.
Who, my kid?
With your sister.
Which one?
What you mean? Well, the one who's responsible, Zainab. You ain't leaving them. No. You're not leaving them for a week down there. You might take them down there
She
for
don't live in the hood.
Well, as of now, she don't. But recently she was. You wouldn't put them down there for a week.
She not. I mean,
and she be like, Tawfiq, I want your babies. I want all your kids for 2 weeks. You be like, Salam alaikum.
But it's for
I get with you
it's for other reasons why I wouldn't.
No, why? See, there you go.
Yeah, you know why? That is crazy.
Yeah, but oh my God. But she won't let nothing happen to him.
She probably would.
I know she wouldn't. But you just don't want them around that, especially without you there to supervise it.
She might do something to him though.
No. See, now you're going too far. She ain't. No, man.
Say that is crazy. She might go out, give out beatings and everything. But no, I understand. But listen, for me, my kids, they well versed with their cousins and everything. So my thing is, I like to bring my kids. I like to bring everybody to a controlled environment where I have control over the environment. Because I'm not saying anybody else's house is worse than mine, but I try to implement good things inside my household, to keep my kids grounded. Now, I make mistakes as a parent, you know what I'm saying? But, my son, he might be a little shot out, but he ain't out here running around with no gun. He work a job, you know what I'm saying? He work.
Yeah, you got great kids, bro.
No, I'm just saying, I'm just talking. So I let you talk. But the thing is, I just don't feel like it's nothing for them to learn by. Now I can show them things. I show them stuff all the time when they that they can see. Impoverished neighborhood.
It ain't nothing like being actually there. And
I didn't roll through here. But my kids live a distance from me. For me to continuously bring it down here every day. But they understand.
No, I'm not saying that. I never said that.
They had an uncle. They had an uncle. Rahim Allah passed away. Who passed away? He used to be down here in Kensington, and they remember us riding out here looking for him.
Okay, riding down here looking for him. Never stopping, getting out, nothing. Just like
why you wanted to? Why I want my kids? They little get out in Kensington.
No, I'm just saying. But you acting like they experienced it. They didn't experience it.
See, you was incarcerated when my kids were living in the hood and mingling and going to.
Yeah, but they don't even remember that shit, bro. They was babies.
They do remember that.
Nah, bro, they don't remember. They don't remember the heartache that you and your wife went through to get them where they at now. They was happy. They was in love.
You're shooting from the hip. You don't know what we talk about. You know what I talk about to the kids. I talk to them about this stuff. They understand. They remember it. But for me, I'm not. I understand your gripe, but. For me,
it's not even a gripe. It's just
I'm not chancing my children.
I get it. No, I'm cool. No, bro, you don't have to take no offense to that.
It's no offense.
No. I mean, I get it. I get it.
So, because now you start bringing them to the hood, they may like it. So now they want to hang with their cousin who shot out, and then next thing you know, your kids coming from wherever, a good neighborhood wherever they from, and they may be hanging with their cousins and stuff like this happen. So for me, my job is to set goals for them, and this is your goal. Did you reach this goal this month? Did you do this? Did you do that? And that keeps them occupied.
Yes, it do.
On what they need to do.
Right.
But I'm not sitting up here trying to, make them say they got to earn stripes for me to be in the hood. But I understand why you're saying it.
No, I'm not saying. See you. I think you have.
I'm not saying that you have a misconception of me. Like I just give my kids everything. When I don't.
No, that's not a misconception of you, bro. I'm around you. I'm around you more. But besides your wife and your kids, I'm the next one to be around you.
I give them what they need. My kids don't wear Gucci and Louis and none of that stuff.
Oh well, yeah, they
don't have none of that stuff. They get trips and stuff like everybody else supposed to do for the kids. I'm not out here just spending a bankroll trying to spoil them. I don't do that. I don't ever do that. I just make sure they got what they need. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do as a father. But anything else they want, if I can do it.
I don't think you saying my point, bro. Yeah, but I get your point, but I don't think you. I'm not saying go put your kids in North Philadelphia for 2 weeks. Bro. I just saying let them. Like right now, do you think your daughters know how to fight?
Yeah.
You think they know how to fight?
Yeah.
Real good?
or just know how to
I
fight?
mean, real
Like, you
good,
think if one
real
of them
good.
walk up and sock your daughter in school, like they go somewhere and your daughter gets socked, you think she'll react accordingly like how we would act, or they be
That's
like,
not normal. That's not normal behavior. That's hood behavior.
well, you might got.
That's not normal behavior for your kid to get punched in the face. A woman, a girl don't have to know how to fight.
What? I want my baby to know how to
That's
fight
you.
because I know I just know what we grew up at.
That's you. And it's
And
okay.
then one day you're gonna leave her. One day you're not gonna be here.
I want to leave. I want to leave my daughters to men that can protect them
Well,
and take care of them.
I get what you're
same
saying,
way I
but
do.
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
or
I
no?
understand, but my daughter should never be in an environment where somebody walk up and punch her in the face, bro.
But no, she could be at a board meeting, running a $1 million company, and somebody don't like the decision she made and jump out and get crazy.
Okay, then that's then if that happens, then
I just think they
deal
need
with it
certain
accordingly.
tools inside, not just your kids, but all kids. We're just the only reason why I brought up your kids right now because we're talking on a personal level, but we're talking about kids. Period.
So you speaking, but I'm saying you speaking something like, my daughters know how they box, they do all that stuff. So they do know how to fight, but I'm saying that they're not in an environment to where as though it's normal for somebody to come and punch them in their face. Like that's like somebody probably gonna go to jail. They do that.
Yeah, somebody definitely.
Mom's gonna call the police fast.
Yeah, I know that.
So that's not normal for that to happen. It just happened in the hood. Our kids is being bullied. Our kids is being talked to, and then what that does is look what they said. The kids is being bullied. They're scared to come to school because they're being bullied. And what now? Look! All these high schools is being closed. That's abnormal behavior, man. That's not normal for your kids to be scared to go to school because they want to get. What is this mentality? Your daughter got out to fight. She ain't supposed to be fighting nobody. She know how to defend herself, but that's not her main priority. Her main priority is to do what she got to do in school. Like I don't want her to. She had to feel like she got to protect herself. Why would I put her in an environment where she feels like she got to protect herself?
No, but all I'm saying is to get her prepared for life. Like I said, she could be in a board meeting. She could be running a company that you left to her. And be in a meeting making decisions, and it might be somebody that's in there just niggerish, but they got the credentials to do the job, and they like, I don't, you see it every day. You go to your meetings, and there be nigga shit that's happening in big time meetings where niggas ain't supposed to be at.
People that do it, they kind of, it's not no disrespect. A lot of people that do it, I see why they act the way they act.
No, we not talking about why we ain't that you going down a whole nother lane. We just saying it can happen.
It can.
That's all I'm saying. And I just want minds to be prepared if something like this was to arrive. But if they ain't never been through it, they ain't gonna know how to handle it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying, yo, I want you to have your kid. No, I want you to all that, but I still want that part of mine. Like I said, you got people that walk down the street. You see niggas right here arguing and fighting. Yeah, and they cussing, man, I'll kill you, nigga. And the nigga keep walking right past him. And some shots might get fired and he might get shot by accident. But me and you, we walking like, oh, what's that down there? And we'll turn and go back down the block. But you got some kids about, I'm just walk around.
It was an incident here, right? It was an incident here at the studio a couple months ago, probably about a year ago, right?
I don't know.
When the bull pissed on the railing. Hear me out. The bull pissed on the railing and your hand rubbed when the piss.
Yes.
When you start acting crazy, when I went to come get you, where my daughters go? They went the other way.
They got out because they wasn't used to it.
No. They said, let's get up out of here because
that nigga tripping.
Yeah. So clearly they know what's going on. I had to grab you. They said, Abby, we going. We gotta go. They getting away from they don't know what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Exactly. So they understand that it was something about to go down. So they went the other way.
Right.
Yeah, because you was upset.
Right.
He pissed on your hand.
No, he ain't pissed on my hand. I put my hand in the piss. Yeah. Like, don't make it like I had my hand out and he was just peeing
pissed in your hand and seeing you was like,
no. He ain't do none of that. He ain't do nothing. He tried to lie and everything with his penis out. No. I was coming up the steps. He was pissing down the steps, and he didn't know I was coming up the steps. And I'm feeling it like, what the hell is this? And I smelled when I got to the steps, he was putting his penis away. So I was ready to belt the ass, and they seen that. And they was like, "Oh,
yeah, they got
what the hell did they get? They ran back the other way and went back down the hallway and all that."
I had to come grab you and all that. So they said we got to go. But I'm saying they understand that. Like they understand it. Like they lived in North Philly for a while, man. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, and your kids are going to actually be able to adapt as long as you just gotta put good things in their mind and show them stuff, man. They not oblivious to what goes on out here. They just don't. It's not normal. It ain't normal for your kids to be getting shot, or it ain't normal for your kids to be going to jail. That's not normal. We just normalizing it because this is what we see all the time. Now, oh yeah, they killed little young boy. They killed him. He got 3 hats and he facing life in prison. That's not
no. That's not normal. That's not normal at all. That's nowhere near normal, bro.
It's not normal, man.
That's out of pocket, bro. That's a traumatizing situation, bro. That's not what people supposed to be growing up to.
Yeah.
You going to school one day with your friend, the next day you in there, he dead.
Yeah, it's not.
Y'all both 10. Like, that's not cool.
It's not.
Nowhere near at all. I'm not saying none of that is cool, but I just think maybe I'm just a product of my environment, bro.
Yeah,
they say you could take the nigga out of the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out of nigga, and that's a real saying, bro.
Yo, listen, I'm gonna tell you something too.
That's a real saying, bro.
You know something, right? My mom, right? So my mom's used to live in Frankfurt, right?
You said your mom?
Yeah, she lived in Frankfurt.
Right. Oh yeah, I went around there a couple times for a crib. Yeah,
she lived down on Paul Street, down
yeah.
Frankfurt.
Mm-hmm.
And Gilly's son used to be down there all the time. Cheese, I see.
Around his way.
Around my mom's house all the time. My mom's always say, "Look, that guy, that's a nice." I knew who he was. I always see him when I come down. I see him shake his hand.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that was Gilly's son. And my mom was always say, "This is a good kid out here." Always, because it was like a little studio or something around there, something like that, on Paul Street, and down Frankfurt. I'm sorry. So I used to see my mom always say, "Yo, Gil, that." She knows Gilly's son. She'd be like, "That's a good kid out there. It's a good kid. He always, every time he see me, he always trying to help me, and he talked so real nice to me, and so forth and so on." So I had to tell her, I'm like, that's Gilly's son.
Right.
So Gilly, she's like, "Gilly Wallow?" Yes, it's Gilly. That's Gilly's son.
Right.
And when he got killed, she was devastated by that because she knew him from like she said out of all the kids that be around, all the young boys be around, he was like real respectful.
Right.
Like he was the one that was real respectful.
But you say that, you said all that to say what? Though?
I'm saying to say that Gilly probably didn't want his son to be in the hood. He probably had the financial flexibility to keep his kid away, but his kid came back to the hood or whatever.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, but we ain't even talking about that. You on a whole nother topic, man.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm getting to a point before you cut me off.
All right, go ahead.
If your kids sometimes these things that we hear that's happening, well, you may be in a position like somebody like Gilly who's keeping his kids away, but his kids come to the hood. Maybe his kid was probably feeling like he didn't have I don't know whatever reason was for being in the hood, but when you allow your kids to start being in the hood sometime or being around certain things, they may like it, may become interested in it, and may want to be around it more, and then things can happen to them because of their interest. Or their excitement by the unknown, and this is what can happen to your kids. You know what I'm saying? You can tell. We knew when we was kids, it was certain people that kept their kids sheltered from us, and certain things that we did. Like even my dad tried to keep me sheltered to the point, but we had people who had like a structured family. Like remember Kenny? Kenny had like a structured family. Remember Kenny?
Yeah.
He had like his family. He had like his mom wanted better for him. Out of you had T one of them, they had like a structure. So they wanted like different stuff for their kids. So forth and so on. It just happened they just happened to be living
in the hood.
Exactly. And no matter if you in the hood, you gonna get some of that on you. You know what I'm saying? And then it can lead your child to be doing certain things. Not saying these people was bad kids, but we just know the families that had like a little bit of structure. People wanted different. Just they couldn't move. Excuse me, or they couldn't move, or maybe they didn't want to move. I don't know what the case, but sometimes, it's best to if you can get your child out of the hood, if you can do it, why not do it? And never look back.
See, but I agree with that, Feek. I agree with that. That's not my gripe in this whole conversation. My gripe is me. And it don't have to be your gripe, it's just me. Me, I'm going to, even if, alhamdulillah, I run across something one day. Okay, even if I leave, my son's still gonna have that inning, that edge. I gotta pick, because I feel as though that edge is what you need to fully survive. If you just a square, lame ass nigga, I don't care about how much money don't buy thorough, bro.
What are you talking about?
Money don't, no, I'm just saying, money don't buy thorough. Like, if you ain't got that in you, like, just to know, just to be aware, like, you got people out here that's just walking oblivious, like nothing can happen to them, bro. I'm a law-abiding citizen right now. When I come out that front door in the morning and I'm ready to go to work or come here, I'm like this. I'm looking under the car.
That's PTSD though. It's not normal, bro. Our minds is trained. I'm the same way. Our minds is trained.
I ain't even doing nothing. I'm not breaking no law.
That come from us. That's trauma, man.
You might be right about that, bro.
It's not normal to come outside. It's not normal for us to come outside. I mean, look, it is the right thing to do because of the environment we in.
Exactly.
But it's not normal, bro. It's not.
I
normal,
agree with that, bro. I agree with that, bro.
It's
but
normal. It's not normal at all. Some people come out their house and mow their lawn. Like, anybody worry about getting shot? You living in a good neighborhood? People living in a good neighborhood. Nobody worry about nobody doing nothing to them. Like it was some things. I got this thing where I'm always trying to lock the doors, check the cameras, and make sure everything is, because I got this PTSD. You know what I'm saying? And I understand the rules, but my family, they was kind of like lackadaisical to it because they didn't understand where I come from, and I'm like, maybe I'm just oppressing them a little bit because I just get really, really mad about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all got they like, we can't open the windows. We want some fresh air. We always want to hear the AC on all the time. We want to open our room windows. And I had to like kind of come to a middle ground and say, all right, listen, just make sure I keep the windows down here, close it at night, and then upstairs, open your windows upstairs. And nobody trying to come to your bedroom. But I had like, PTSD because where I'm from, I'm thinking about everybody trying to ride me, everybody trying to get me, everybody trying to, but that's just, from what I come from and what I see. But that ain't always the case. People live in the neighborhood, people leave their doors unlocked and so forth and so on.
Yeah, they do.
But it is what it is.
That's not where we come from. That's not our geographic background.
I can't change it, but I'm just saying it's not normal, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
That's not normal life.
It's not. Shit, but who is you to say that? That's not normal. We all grew up that life.
What I'm saying it's not normal.
If you don't get a certain amount of money to get out of there, that's normal, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying
that's normal.
It's normal to us because we came through it. But a person who never experienced it
because he got some money.
Yeah, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, somebody who doesn't experience it, because some people, may just be born to live in a certain neighborhood. It doesn't always mean they got money. It just, sometimes the parents just want low. Some people struggle to live in good neighborhoods, bro.
But what makes a neighborhood good? That's a hell of a. I want you to answer because I can't. What makes it? Because you want to be on a good neighborhood, and that's not. What makes a neighborhood good?
A neighborhood that's good is like where of course the violence is low.
Mm-hmm.
The drugs is low. Might sell no drugs on the corners and so forth. So and like I said, and it just you have the proper teachers and proper school. But when you have a community that's flooded with drugs, once the drugs hit, it's going to affect everybody, every household, because drugs is going.
But what if we ain't using drugs?
Huh?
What if this household ain't using drugs?
But everybody else around you are. People try to escape reality through drugs.
Yeah, we know
liquor,
that.
so forth and so on. And what happens is now the kids is watching the mom and dad sit on the couch drinking and smoking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And now the kids' mind become curious. Now they want to smoke. Now they want to drink. You know what I'm saying? And everybody cannot be functional smokers, functional drinkers. And sometimes people would go to the stronger drugs. Now they want to start doing crack. They want to start doing dope. You can't tell me everybody out here that's on Kensington started using dope first. A lot of people you talk to, they started about weed, liquor,
mm-hmm.
pills, or whatever the case may be, and they went to dope.
Mm-hmm.
So now they're on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
But it started somewhere, and a lot of people, some people come from good households. They just was introduced to certain things, and it drove them to be where they at. I'm not saying that that just because you live in a good neighborhood, it's going to be all our prevention from you going through some hardships or being drug addicts. Because a lot of these kids out here, people out here, this down Kensington, a lot of them come from good household. I talked to a person that was a doctor.
He was a doctor, or he still is a doctor?
He was a doctor.
Okay, okay.
And he's out here in Kensington.
Oh, he's okay.
You seen was out here last year out here. It's got Temple students, LaSalle students. You got the doctors. You got athletes, the basketball players. You got football players down here. It's not just old people. These is young kids like that went to. I'm talking about they got college degrees.
Mm-hmm.
They just happened to try a drug and it led them to whatever they at. This is, and it's some people that just of course come from the hood. That's just in the hood. I'm not saying they don't, but it's people out here who had somewhat of a good life that's out here that's stuck.
Mm-hmm. I believe it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So whatever preventative maintenance you got to do to protect your child, man, I'm all for it. Now, if you say, all right, you need being too protective, overprotective, I'll take that. But I take that rather than just having a slip up or a mishap. How many times, let's talk about this. How many times little girls got raped because the parent may have turned their eyes and said, you can go on over there with your friend.
Yeah, a lot. 1,000 times.
Yeah, you can go over and hang with your girlfriend. And what happened? They got raped.
Yeah.
Or killed.
Mm-hmm.
Just look at the girl who got trapped inside the freezer or something like that.
Yeah,
at a hotel party.
Mm-hmm.
She drunk or high out of her mind, whatever the case may be. hang around our friends, other kids, because we want to let them see that this is that. Man, I bet you them parents probably wish they never sent their kids around them other people, because at the end of the day, you just never know what's happening to your child, man, when you ain't around, man. And I'm the type of person where I need to know what's going on. My kids can't even spend the night out unless they at their grandma's house. I know my mom going to respect my rules, but certain places I don't allow them to spend the night out, and that's just me.
Yeah.
I don't trust kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just me.
You don't trust kids, or you don't trust your kids? That's a hell of a question too.
My kids either, because sometimes they could
I respect that. I respect
they
that,
could be
bro.
influenced.
Yeah.
Like, just try it, girl, or just try it. You can do this. And I ain't around. I ain't saying my kids is weak like that, but
But you're saying, peer pressure is a motherfucker.
Yeah,
that don't mean you weak. That was just peer pressure.
Exactly. Kids are easily
Impressionable.
and they don't want to. A lot of times, kids don't want to look like they corny. They,
Like the odd link.
Yeah, like,
oh, he ain't there. He a nut.
Yeah.
You're right.
they don't
That's
wanna
what
do
a
it.
lot
But
of
now
kids
they might
is
take a drink, and they might smoke some weed, or they might try some crack, or whatever the case may be. Just think about it. They might try a pill, or they might carry a gun and they get caught with a gun because he's trying to blend it with everybody else. It happens all the time. To get killed trying to hang out. My son told me he wanted to go. My nephews was going to a cookout down North Philly one time. It's like North Philly, I believe. And my son wanted to go. You know what I mean? He wanted to put on all the stuff. He wanted to look nice. I said,
You told him no, he couldn't go.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah. And guess what happened? Guess what happened at the cookout?
What?
A shooting.
It was a shooting at the cookout.
I don't lie to you, bro. It was a shooting. My nephews went, and my nephew and the homie went. It was a shooting out there. I didn't let my son go. I'm glad I didn't let him go. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, but goddamn right, you goddamn right. Then you know what I mean.
Exactly. So for me, that was a good thing.
But that means so then we coming across another topic.
Mhm.
So you saying they can't do nothing, just be in the house?
No,
You
I
can't go nowhere.
I ain't saying that.
Like what if he come to you again, like, yo, my homies, and we got a football game, because that can happen at a football game
Okay.
in North Philly. Like, well, on the field, like, yo, man, I like football. You know, I like football.
My
We going
son,
to the
I
game.
told my son, I said,
Like, do you not let him go?
I told my son, man, and talked to my son about it. This is a son personally. I told my son, I said, I don't want you hanging in Philadelphia. I said, y'all gonna hang somewhere?
That's major right there, bro.
I said, because this is the murder rate, 500. My son want to wear all this thing. He want to wear Louis. He want to wear Gucci. He want to wear all that stuff. What's the stuff? The gallery department and all. He want to have all that. He want to come in my closet, wear my stuff. I said, yo, you and your homies, y'all go hang in the mall, King of Prussia or something like that. Y'all go there, hang there. You gotta go to the hood.
Mm-hmm. But the hood is more fun. It's more appeasing than the mall.
But once they
all the girls is in the hood.
Nah, the girls is in the mall.
No, not like the hood.
Yeah.
You go there in the project, it's boy, that thing jumping out the window with this one.
But it's too much of a risk.
I'm not saying, but you're
So
right.
for me, that's why I tell them, I said, yo, go to the malls. You want to go over Jersey to the mall? Y'all go to the mall. I'll get y'all there. However y'all want to get there, man. I'll take y'all and drop y'all off, and I'll pick y'all up. And get
Shout out Danny, not to cut you off, bro, but you was right with this motherfucking statement right here, Feek. This was for you.
Okay.
Danny said that, man, that can happen anywhere.
Yeah, you're right.
And he right. It can happen in the mall.
But the
you don't see they shooting in the mall crazy.
So if we look at the murder rate in Philadelphia opposed to where I live at.
Oh, yeah, next to none. Yeah.
So therefore, I'm taking my chances out there. And
exactly. You right. You got
everything he can do out there. He can do same thing that he can do out there.
No, you can't. 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 I'm not gonna let. Say I give you a little leash and you try to pull me all the way out the door.
Yo,
no,
it's
you not gonna have fun in no goddamn mall like you gonna have fun on 46th Street project.
What? Sitting outside on the corner and drinking?
I'm just sitting. No, not even that. It's just the activity.
What's the difference?
It's just things going on. Girls out there, niggas out there. The mall you in there, you window shopping, or you may be buying something and you walking through and pretzels and and when you out there and all the kids is out, bro, don't do that. Bro, don't do that. You're not gonna have fun in the mall like you having fun. Bro, when you 15, 14,
it's fun to you.
And you was out there,
yeah.
Vic.
But at the end of the day, I'm saying is we seen so much. So look at all the people that we seen is hanging in them spots. So how much violence we seen behind that.
It is. Then that's a whole other conversation. You're right. You're right.
We made it out of it.
But I'm just saying, where's the more fun at?
The risk and
where's it? You're right. You're absolutely right, bro. Then when you talk about that, I gotta agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
But when you sit there and think, keep it real, bro.
Yeah.
What's more fun, the mall or the hood? As a young boy. And keep it real, bro. This shouldn't even be.
Of course, the hood is more
okay. That's all I'm saying.
Because
that's all I'm saying, bro.
In it.
But even if a person ain't raised in it, they want to be like, oh shit.
My son didn't even know how. He don't even understand the slang of what's going on.
All right, but still, but he like boy. Boy, that nigga.
He don't hang in the hood now.
No, he don't, but he think he one of them.
Even now,
he think he one of them. That nigga got earrings all day. That nigga think he one of them.
Yeah, what I'm saying, but he don't.
You would think he from the hood.
But
He portrays like he from the hood.
No,
Am I right or wrong?
No, he don't look like he look.
Man, he got the rock star look. He got the in-fad way.
That's not hood look.
No, but it is though, bro. It ain't a preppy look. It ain't that goddamn. It ain't that motherfucking where he live at look either.
It ain't.
So hold up. Hold up.
Okay.
Is it more so the hood look or the look where
he ain't wearing Nike Techs and Pooh Shiesties?
No, he ain't doing that.
Exactly.
No. He ain't, that's right there is a whole nother.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
So therefore, that's the look. That's the Philly.
Yeah,
look.
see, you can't beat me with your words, Feet. You can't beat me with your words. And I know you got a different.
I'm not trying to.
You know, like I said, we're friends. Remember, we're not even friends. We're brothers. But you know, by me being gone for over 20 years of my life, you build yourself up out here. You left the streets alone, so you got a different accord. I have a different accord too. Thank you for bringing me on this journey. But I haven't. It's like you lost certain. And I know you didn't lose it. You just choose to overlook it. But bro, your son got a hood bop, bro. When I walk up to him, meeting, what's up? You know what I mean? And that nigga don't give me prissy. He don't give me suburban college. He would never do that.
But I'm gonna ask you this though: certain things you're not gonna expect him to be into.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, you're right because he's not hood for real.
He's a.
But do you understand what I'm saying though, bro?
Yeah, I understand. But he's adapting a little bit to. He lives in the hood basically, so therefore he's working, coming home, and he has a wife. He coming home would be with his wife. He's chilling. He ain't out here ripping and running the streets acting crazy that I know of.
No, he ain't. He
ain't.
I'm more so watching him than you is.
Yeah, okay.
So he's definitely not doing none of that.
That's what I'm saying. So
I already been on you. First of all, I'd have been on his ass first. I don't care if you tell your pop or not. Come on, bro. We talk about something real.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then I would have informed you what was going on. But yeah, he ain't on none of that.
Exactly. But
yeah, but if you ask him right now, yo, go live with your mom or stay here, what you think he'll say? That's a good job. And be real, bro.
He's not gonna live with mom for many reasons.
Oh my God. All right, cool. Man, where he go? Would he go live with his mom or stay where he at?
Only for certain.
Yes or no? Yeah, then you get your rebuttal.
He would. If he had chance, if he was able to, because he just can't do certain things.
I'm ready to leave the show today, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm going that way, this way, because this man is over here. He done goddamn lost sense of reality, man.
Listen, it's not true, man. The reason why he does it, because he can't do certain things in his mom's establishment. But you think he wouldn't want to live where his mom living at? You know what I'm saying? You know, so. But
let me quote this. I'm gonna get this to you too.
Yeah, okay, come on.
Shout out to excuse me, y'all. Shout out to Al Molina, if I'm getting it right, 0707. Excuse me if I didn't get it right. Family, what's up, family? It was said, you mentioned that there are no resources in the suburbs if you fall on hard times, or as many resources for the children like in the city. Like in the suburbs, they ain't got recreation centers and YMCAs. You just know they don't. That is true.
That's not true.
They ain't got no YMCA.
How you gonna tell me?
They got YMCAs and recreation centers and parks and ballparks and all that.
Yes, they do.
They do?
How you gonna tell me? Yes.
Oh well, shit. When I be riding out that motherfucker, all you see is police stations and big houses.
But the thing about it is this, because you're not.
I don't see no.
Once you get.
When we in West Philly, you could ride for 20 minutes and ride past 3 YMCAs.
But everything is closed.
But they were open though, bro. They were open.
Talking about the resources, everything is closed. The schools are closing. The YMCAs are closing. The power is no more power centers. The drugs and the violence. The kids don't even want to go and be a part. They don't even want to go to school, let alone go to a rec center. This kid's trying to shoot up everything and shoot everything. You talking about, man? You gotta look at it. Everything is closed. You hard pressed to try to find something good for your kids to do, man. You're trying to keep your kids off the streets. Kids don't even want to really come out their house no more. They want to be on their computers all day, on their phones all day. Kids is overweight, obese. You know what I'm saying? It's just because kids is in the house all day. Nobody don't want to go outside, and everything is closed. What you tell me a power center? We had power center when we was kids.
You say what?
The police athletic league. There's no more powers. There's no.
No, we had them as kids though.
Bro,
we was going to St. Nations and stuff all the time. Don't do that, bro.
I'm saying we was young. Now it's nothing. Look. My man's a football coach. I ain't gonna say what team. Man, he said they trying to get kids to come play football. They can't. They got to cancel some weight classes. I'm sorry, some I guess to wait 65, 76, they got to cancel stuff because there's not enough kids coming to play football. This is in our communities.
In the suburbs or in the neighborhood, the hoods, the ghettos.
Philly, yo, they listen. They're closing high schools. They selling high schools.
What high school they closed?
What? They just closed.
You talking about what?
Germantown High School. They closing. I just saw some of this. How many high schools? Y'all tell us how many high schools got sold? They got shut down in the last year.
Shit, which one? I don't. Maybe I ain't been relevant to you.
Listen,
which one is it? Tell me. Give me one.
Germantown High.
That been closed years ago.
But
that been sitting there for years. They ain't just shut that down.
University City High School, they shut it down.
That years ago.
Yeah, but they shut it down.
They shut that down after we got out of it, bro.
I'm saying, listen.
I'm talking about decades. It been shut down.
And more. They shut. I can't think of the names off the top of the head, but they shut down high schools. Everybody know this. Look at the attendance rate. I'm talking about numbers. The high school attendance rate in Philly is terrible, man. The kids ain't, especially the males, they not going to school. They got to get arrested to go to the juvenile facilities to go to school, man. These kids can't even read or write, man. The Philly is terrible, man. It's bad, bro. The city that we live in Philly is bad. It's terrible, man. And it's not just it's other cities around the United States as well, but it's bad, man. So why would we want to even? I don't encourage anybody to bring their kids down here and try.
I'm with you with that, bro. Yeah. I'm with you. I'm not saying you was wrong. I'm with you with that. I'm just saying me.
Yeah.
I'm still not going to, it's not going to be just preachers and, I want them to have some type of humility in them, like humbleness, like, yo, this shit can go left, and be prepared for it. I don't want them to think that this is the way life's supposed to be. Big houses, suburban schools, tutor that in-house
Why not?
program.
Why ain't supposed to be like that?
Because shit can happen, bro. Shit can happen. Life can take a turn at any given time, bro.
Okay, it couldn't, but why can't it be like? Why can't that be normal for them? Why can't that be normal for them? Why can't they understand that they got to work hard to have nice things? Why can't that be their normal? Why got to be hit the floor? Yeah, that's possible in any situation, but it's nothing wrong with it being normal for them to have a good house to live in, a big house, to go to a good school. That's normal. That's what Philly's supposed to be. Normal for the kids to go. Kids don't even want to go to school, bro. Like, what are you talking about, man?
You're right, bro.
It should be normal in Philadelphia for your kid to go to school without getting shot. It should be normal for your kids to go to school without them feeling like they being bullied. Like, it should be normal for your kid to be themselves. Like, come on now. My mom just moved to a good neighborhood, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my nieces, they whole mentality changed. They still got the hood in them, but their whole mentality changed. From being and living in a good neighborhood. So I'm saying, so for me, you gotta look at it like, you gotta look at things a little different, bro. Like, you gotta just change your mindset. It's not, Philadelphia is not normal, bro. We just normalize it because we just used to the killing and the drugs and the everything that's going on out here. We just used to. We ride past kids and like that's normal. That's normal to see people laid out on the ground in the wintertime on their face. That's normal.
No, that ain't normal at all.
That ain't normal at all. It's normal for your daughter to be pregnant at 13 years old. That's normal. It's not normal, man. It's normal for your son to be out here killing people at 12, 13, taking guns to school, shooting up stuff. That is not normal. We just see so much of that. We normalize it in our minds. Like, yo, it's crazy. But it's not normal, bro, at all.
Shout out to Dutchman, SWP, man. He said, and you might be right, Dutchman. You might be absolutely right. He said,
I ain't saying everybody kill criminals and drug dealers. I'm just saying, but it's not normal.
It's not normal.
We just normalize it because we see it so much. Because the hood is so, populated with drugs and killing. It's just so bad, man.
But I think Dutchman summed it up for me anyway. He said, Black admires the rose that grows in the pavement. It's a less chance of success, but it teaches resilience. And you are absolute. You couldn't break me down in no other better term than that. It's just because of where I come from and how I've been raised and what I didn't get treated to in life. And it made me the man I am today. And I think I got a lot of discipline and a lot of accountability. And I still have ways that I got to change with myself. But I think I'm a pretty good, well-rounded man. And it's because I admire the rose that grows through the pavement, man. And not saying that's right. I just, like, damn, a rose ain't supposed to grow up through the pavement. Mm-hmm. A rose grows in the field, soil. You know what I'm saying? And that's when it grows to us. But you see that rose that come up through that crack, that dirt, and get the blossom, you be like, dang, that joint did it.
And as soon as that rose come out of that
That motherfucker might stomp it.
yeah, or the weeds will come out there right behind and grab it.
Yeah, but I'm
and
just saying,
destroy
but
it.
you
That's
mean,
the hood.
yeah.
That's just the way it is. And I'm not I come from the hood. I embrace the hood. This is where I'm from. I'm just saying that, man. It's just we just normalize, negativity. Then you gotta look at other people saying other things in the chat. Like people agree they don't want to raise their kids. Like it's _Tony, I'm King _Tony said, Philly is terrible. I refuse to raise my kids and go to school here. I agree, bro. If you have the ability to get your kids out of the city, do it. Like I said, I'm giving you the prime example. My mom was living in Kent down Frankfurt.
Mm-hmm. I'll go there with you.
My niece was having problems fighting in school every day, having problems. She moved to a good neighborhood by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they flourishing.
Mm-hmm.
They're totally different. They love the school. My niece didn't even want to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
People was picking on her. Whatever issue she had, they figured it out for her.
The only thing I'm saying, Feet, you're right. You are absolutely right.
Yeah.
But when you go through that first, before just straight suburban, it teaches you humility and it teaches you a different type of respect. You don't agree?
I agree.
That's all I'm saying. That's all. Everything you saying is correct. What I want you to get to see from my point is, and not to say that you want you, but when you go through that, like you see how she meant the flip, like, damn, now she know both sides. I like this one over here better. But if you just got this one and don't know the other side, it's like you like an airhead walking around because you don't know it can get like this because you never seen that. That's all I'm saying. It just like you just said it for me right there. Like how she's flourishing there. She ain't fighting.
Well, vice versa. If your kid is raised in the city of Philadelphia and they don't get a chance to see that out there, how they ever gonna know that? How you gonna ever know normality? How they ever gonna know that it's good? It's a good side to they just constantly seeing this. So maybe people in the city to take their kids out to the suburbs and show them a lawn, a big house, or some deer, whatever. Show their kids the other side. Do that because you want the best for your child. You know what I'm saying? So you should do both. It's my opinion. So that's right. You made a good point. Show your kids the hood, with how crunchy they can get, and show your kids how it can be if they work hard and go to school and get an education and become a doctor or so forth and so on, whatever it may be.
Oh, I'm loving it. Yo, shout out to the family, man, to the chat again, man, to everybody that's subscribed, that's a member, man, or just even watching this, man. Y'all in this chat heavy today. Heavy on the chat today, man. Hit that like button too, man. We got 250 in there. Hit that like button at an alarming rate. We talking real facts up here. That's why everybody is involved. We ain't up here being messy and talking about what girl did it with John last week or what boy trying to hit Sheena today. No, we talking about real life stuff to try to bring some closure or some understanding to why our communities is the way they is today, and that's leading us dead and into the penitentiary, man. And we're just kicking about it. And I know that we are working, me and my brother up here, because the way this chat is right now, I don't think I've never seen this many comments in the chat at one time. Thank you to y'all, man. Y'all make us do what we do, man. By you giving this type of support or an acknowledgement to what we're doing, it makes us want to go 10 times more harder with the facts that we bringing to you, man. Again, thank you, family, man. Thank you to all y'all out there. Thank you.
Yeah, if you somebody said James I7T3Q, he said both of my parents need a home care taker and an agency. Would it be able to care for both of them? Yeah, you would just have to reach out to I'm trying to think who I want to get this alley-oop to.
I wish you could have given it to me, but I wish I had one. You could give it to me, boy.
Yeah, so reach out to
I'm trying to think who I should get his alley-oop to. My man.
Reach out to
boy, I wish you could give it to me, man. Put him in Jackson Homes or something like that. Boy,
Yeah.
I'm like, well, come on, man.
reach out to Carry Home Care. Carry Home Care. I gotta get the number to Carry, but if you Google Carry, spelled Kari, reach out to Carry Home Care. They can get you your parents situated. Carry Home Care. I don't have the phone number in front of you, but it's called Carry Home Care, spelled Kari. Carry Home Care. If that's if you in Philadelphia or any other of the surrounding counties. Shout out to Taina. But you got we gotta understand that we have to, and Philly can be a beautiful place.
Very beautiful. Philly is a beauty. That can be. It is beautiful.
It's just like, and then they're gentrifying the neighborhoods. You know, with so many things that's changing in Philly. And I think, and I see what the mayor is doing. You see, like, and I hate to say this, but because a lot of these young boys I see that's caught up in this stuff, this gang violence, they're getting them off the streets. They're getting them out of here. But it's next man up, because they still build. Not only are they building houses in the community, they still building these prisons. They still adding additional sides to these prisons, making these prisons huge, and they still building more prisons upstate for crime. But if you look at it, Philly is trying to pull together, but we got to keep pushing. But we gonna need people to be parents, people to be uncles, people to be brothers, women to be sisters, aunts, mothers. People got to step their game up in order for us to help these kids.
Right. I agree with that.
Pay attention to what your kid is watching, what your kid is listening to. All that stuff matters, man. You start giving your kid these devices, like our kids know how to swipe, but they can't even read.
Yeah.
I just saw something the other day where they said a kid know how to work a tablet but can't even read a book. Don't even know how to say a word.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
And how are we ever expecting that kid to be able to cope with society when it comes time for him to read something? He can't. Mm-hmm. He don't even want to go to school. He don't even want to open his mouth because he can't read.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
In the school system, you gotta find teachers who want to teach. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to teach nothing. It's just bad, man. So we gotta keep pushing the narrative and understanding that we gotta all pull together, man, in this whole situation, man. And I don't have all the answers. I don't, man, because I don't. But I'm just trying to say that I think we should all pull together. Like everybody in this chat, you got a kid, and you need some advice for you want somebody to talk to your child, man, you can reach out to us, man. I'll talk to your child for you, man. Because sometimes I got this thing that I do with my guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I have issue with my son, I'll be like, yo, you talk to him for me, because maybe I ain't getting through to him. So you go holler at him. I tell my guys to call my son if he having a heart to, because maybe he don't want to hear it from me. Maybe he got to deal with a different person to deal with certain stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Because
this is going to help him understand that what I'm saying is I want what's best for him, but maybe he ain't seen it for me. Maybe somebody else got to come to him with a different perspective. Even in regards to his rent, I don't even deal with him with his rent no more and his bills. I let my person who I may own the building with to deal with him, because at the end of the day, him hearing it from me is going to one area or the other. He got to learn responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened? Now he understands he got to pay his bills.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I can't. It was me. I was to have, I'm gonna get to him, but you got somebody else doing. I need that rent money.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta learn. This is learn. I could let him live for free.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be handicapping him.
Yes, you will.
I can't let him live for free. He got to work. He got a wife. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him to, because nobody never gave me nothing for free. I had to work for everything I got.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I'm a front seat row witness to that.
And shout out to King _ Tony. He said, Black, I understand your idea and thought process, but having your kids being comfortable and being able to go outside is worth living outside of Philly. I agree,
yes,
man.
It is. I agree with you too, Tony. I'm not that's not my gripe. I'm not saying that. I absolutely agree with you, man. Thanks to you too again. But I just want them to see that only thing I want is my kids to know that just because you have this don't mean this is a given. That's it.
Okay.
This is not a given.
But
I don't give a fuck how hard you work, how all the accolades you got, all the certificates, college, 17 years. That don't mean shit, bro. Shit can get crunchy. Crunchy comes to, no one is exempt to crunchy. So now if you don't know about it, it's going, people drop, when people see crunch, people kill themselves, bro. Oh my God. He now on fire. Damn.
Yeah.
You done shot yourself in the head because they get it right.
Yeah, but that's still go for teaching your kids responsibility. You can't just give them everything. I can teach them responsibility, And another thing too, if we look at these jails, man, these jails is more people from Philly that's in prison than it is in the outskirts. Which it's more young boys that's in Philly, and this because the inner city is populated and flooded with drugs. Drugs is the main reason why people are why this crime is going on, man. Look at the young boys. They get the perk epidemic is crazy. Do you agree? Perks is like crack.
It's a what's it called? A pandemic? Yeah, epidemic. Yeah.
Yo, people, Percocets is like the new crack. These young boys is on perks.
Yeah, everybody, not just the young boys, the
I'm just
girls, the
saying.
grown people, the old people. Yeah, that shit is killing them.
And then when they can't afford the perks, what they on now?
Dope, because it's cheaper.
Listen, yo.
And again, I'm not knocking nobody. We're not talking down to the people that is, because everybody need a little help. Like I said, I'm not all the way right. Like when I say that, I mean I have my own little faults. I have a little sip every now and then. Not saying that's right, but I have my own ways. But it's a levels to using drugs. You got cigarette smokers, you got weed smokers, you got crack smokers, it's a levels to drugs, man.
But everybody may start out with that blunt or that sip.
You're right. See, I can't argue with you when you're right. I get on your ass when you ain't right.
Now I'm duty.
Oh my God.
It always start there.
Boys. All right.
It always start there. You know what I'm saying?
This man, boy, is the not on duty king.
Yeah, so
but go ahead. He's not on duty. He just right at any given time. Not on duty. Like this boy just be on go all day.
I got
man.
a fully loaded clip.
1,000 of them at that.
Yeah. So, my thing is like, we just gotta, want best. And I'm not saying that everybody in Philadelphia is bad. I'm not saying that there's some good, because just think about it, man. Our grandmothers, just think about our grandmothers and people that even came before our parents. Because a lot of our parents was on crack.
Yeah, I know my mom was.
Yeah,
my mom was on
too.
crack like shit.
But
I don't even know my dad.
Think about the struggles of our parents. Well, my dad's father was an alcoholic. But think about the struggle of the parents trying to deal with crack. Your kids being on crack back in the day.
Like the late 70s going into some early 80s. Boy, God.
Yeah, they was on powder and then they start doing crack.
Because the crack was like how you say the dope. Motherfucker on the Percocets, and then the cheaper version of it is dope.
Just think about it though.
Crack, the cheaper version of Coke is crack.
Crack been around so long. In the 80s, it was our neighborhood was popping. Like
yes,
when I was a young boy.
Yes.
I'm being outside seeing. I knew where they hit the dope at. I was a kid.
Yeah.
Get you in the government mic. So I knew they was hiding. I knew everything. I knew who block it was. I knew where they. If the cops came at me and said where they hide, I knew where they was hiding it at. Everything.
Yeah, because you observed.
I'm out there watching what's going around. But I knew what's going on. I knew everything. You look at this. Your kid is coming up in this, and then ultimately we become what? The drug users and the drug dealers. Because it's the only sign of success, and some people just want to, and some kids are being abused. It's so many different things that make the kids go into using so many different things. And then look at in the 80s. Crack was in the 80s doing numbers, 80s, 90s. Crack was so strong that we were still doing 20, then at 30,000 a day on the crack block.
And we're telling you this for a fact. The documentary that we ready to shoot about our lives, we're going to show you these blocks was doing 30,000 a day, and we was kids. We wasn't grown men yet. We was teens.
Exactly.
Teenagers.
Just think about it. We doing that on a block.
I got indicted and sentenced to 35 years because of this.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So just look how much damage crack did from the 70s, 80s. It's fizzing out.
But it's still around. It's still, shit. Niggas still pumping them. It just ain't on corners and crack houses and all. They working on phones. We ain't gonna get on that. We ain't in
saying,
you know how they, but it's still around.
And it's still going. Look how many lives it affected. Because it doesn't always just affect the user. It affects the kids. Kids be on drugs. You know what I'm saying? It just destroys the households. You know what I'm saying? The kids be having mental issues from parents using it while they're pregnant. It's bad. Parents don't need how to be parents. After being a drug addict for so long, they gotta learn how to be a parent. It's just crazy, man. It's just sad, man. And for me, I'd rather take my chances and know my kid, being in a good neighborhood, opposed to, I don't ever have to bring them down to the city again. But I'll try to teach them that it can get crunchy, as you say, by other things. Like, look, if you ain't.
And I respect that, bro. I just want you to see my point. I don't think you see my point.
I do.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying, yo, keep your kids in the hood.
No, you see that. You should bring them through and see it and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want them to, like I say, like the saying goes, a lot of kids, right? Me and you included, when we was kids, we didn't listen to "Don't touch that pot, it's hot." We had to touch it to see that it's hot. I think everybody should touch that motherfucker, bro. I think everybody should take that course of life. Okay, granted, a lot of us want to keep our kids away from that. They ain't gotta touch the, but if they don't really, it's one thing hearing it, and it's another thing. Like, whoa, that motherfucker, he ain't loud about that. I ain't got no fingers.
Yeah.
And then you know how to move accordingly. Why? Through experience. They say the best experienced teacher is life itself.
Let me ask you this question. Why do you think, or you say that, right? Kids touch the pot. You get a kid that's arrested as a juvenile, arrested again as a juvenile, then he's committing crime as an adult. Now he's arrested, as an adult, end up going to jail. What's your reason? He touched the pot. He didn't touch it a million times, but he still didn't. Why do you think it's the reason why he didn't learn? I'm gonna tell you why I think. Why do you think the reason why he didn't learn his lesson?
He was hard-headed. He was a dickhead. That's it. We're gonna get to the gun bust of it.
No.
You keep touching the pot, seeing it's hot, but you keep going back. You was a fool.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
He didn't have no way out. He's still in the same environment. He's coming home in the same environment. His parents is not able to get him into a good environment. Kids go to different environments and they flourish. It's just that if they stuck in the same environment around the same people, seeing the same stuff, they'll come home and doing the same thing. Same thing with a person coming from jail. If a person coming from jail and his friends is doing the same stuff that he was they were doing when he went in, he's gonna come home. He's gonna be hanging around his friends doing the same stuff.
You're right, bro.
And he's gonna end up going right back to prison. You know why? Because he's still hanging at the same people, places, and things. And the kids is coming home and they don't have, they broken homes. You know what I'm saying? Dad probably in jail, mom trying to figure out, she got to work, she got to maintain the household, you got little siblings. You think people don't want to, people just want the neighborhood, people just want the neighborhood just to change. Let's just change the neighborhood. Why can't the neighborhood change? Because everybody's pulling in different directions. Like you say in jail, a lot of these inner city communities are African American dominant. Let's be clear.
Yes.
We aren't sticking together
At all.
We are so divided and so it's just, if we pull together, maybe we can help each other.
Right.
We just so divided. We gotta stand as one. We strong as one. People don't want to say something today. Oh, because somebody getting some money. Oh man, you shouldn't be selling drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Why you feel like you can't tell somebody that they out of pocket because they lying in your pockets giving you money? They helping you take. If that's your brother and he's selling drugs, you gotta tell him he out of pocket. Even if he's not selling it in front of your door, he's poisoning another community.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be able to tell him you're out of pocket, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta change your life, man. And I ain't saying be harsh with him, but talk to him like maybe you should change your life. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately you're not affecting this household, but you're affecting everybody over here on another part of the city. So we gotta figure it out how we can try to be better, but we can't turn the blind eye and just because we got family members and selling drugs or he's still, because you'll be mad if somebody sold drugs to your kids.
Yeah, like a mug.
So you being a hypocrite if you ain't saying nothing to your homie or your friend who's selling drugs, who's poisoning the community. You way out of line. You actually worse than him because you keep your mouth shut. We got to stick together. We got to say what's right and say what's wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's just how I see it, man. And maybe it might be right. People don't want to hear it, but you still got to say it to him. I say stuff to him all the time. I'll be riding with him like, yo, man, this, blah, whatever. He be like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. Same thing he said to me. If it was me, I'm out of pocket. Because we need to hear that way we can kind of keep each other focused.
But they do keep you focused though.
Yeah.
Motherfucker keep telling you like, sure.
Yeah.
Or if it don't keep you, it do keep you focused. Be like, damn, he don't want that around him. So it keeps you focused.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely keeps you focused. Yeah. I'll give you that.
And it's not. And it may just be that person may just want better for you. Like, yo, do this different because. And that's what it gotta really be about. You want better for your companion or your friend or your sister. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Everybody know your sister. Women got friends who mess with a known drug dealer or a person that's out here killing or a person that's doing whatever. Why don't you tell your girlfriend like, yo, why you? I don't mess with him. Let him get his life together. Because you know what's gonna come behind that. There's a big chance he gonna go to jail and she gonna be out here a single parent. But like I said. Women are just like men too. A woman see her first sign of success is a nigga getting money in the streets. And they are attracted to that because he can provide them certain things that they can't get on their own. or they feel like they can't get, because they can get on their own, but they may feel like they can't. So they're attracted to this man who's getting all this money. But it's a lot of red flags over there.
Mm-hmm.
He might go to jail. He might get killed. He may have a bunch of chicks that you got to deal with, and so forth. And there's a lot of things that come along with that, and that's okay if you want to deal with that. But it's not okay because it's not something that you can hang your hat on, like you can build a future on. If somebody is selling drugs in the streets around, they're gonna go to jail at some point. Sometimes people get killed. Let's keep it real.
Die, yeah.
Let's keep it real. It's never a person. I've seen somebody running for years. They just indicted the boys down Kensington, right? Old men. The diamond that just happened up here down here.
Mm-hmm.
These is old men that have been running for years.
Mm-hmm. You're going to get caught. It's going to catch up.
They indicted them, and what they do? They seized all the properties that they had.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what do they family had? You've been running all these years, but now the family has nothing. They seized everything, no money, and his household was based off him destroying a certain community, but his family lived probably somewhere far away.
Mm-hmm.
But now everything falls. Your family fall. Not only does your family fall, the community that you destroyed for so many years is never going to be the same. It's going to take a drastic measures for everything to change, man, in my opinion. You know? So if I open this phone line up, man, y'all want to talk to us, man, 215-316-4492. It's 215-316-4492. We got to hold each other accountable, man. Because think about it. Our kids is killing, my kids is killing your kids. I mean, I'm not saying this, to be the truth, but our kids are killing each other's kids.
Yes, they are.
If my kid kill your kid, my kid out of pocket. If your kid kill my kid, your kid is wrong. When we gonna recognize that? Huh?
Smell the phone.
Tell us from the jails who we speaking with.
What's good? This is from North Jersey.
What's going on? Shout out to North Jersey. What's up, bro?
All right. I was listening to you talking about taking your kids out the hood. One thing I can tell you from my own experience, I lived in the hood and I lived in the suburbs.
Mm-hmm.
You can take your kids out the hood, don't mean they're not gonna go back. You know, plenty of guys. I was raised in North New Jersey, and then I moved to the suburbs. You know, plenty of guys that was raised in a suburb area, but they wanted to be a hood dude. They ended up gang here they gang bang. I don't know. I guess they starting to do that out in Philly, but I seen on my head 5 guys get their first kids. Parents had nice jobs. You know, getting everything. So, because you take your kids out the hood, don't mean you're not gonna get it.
That's a great point. It's a great point, and I agree. But I just say that you gotta give them the opportunity. Just give them the opportunity if you're able to.
I think about it. When I moved from north to a different town, I didn't like it at first. But now that I'm almost 40, I told my mother I'm glad you did, because a lot of dudes in the hood don't read the hood and they become ignorant. You know what I mean? To stay in that one area. You know what I mean? So that's all I want to put in there.
All right, man, appreciate that. And shout out, you enjoy your day, man. Thanks for calling in, man. I really appreciate that. Shout out to Ibn Al-Falani, man. Donation, man. $500 donation, man. Shout out to you, man. He said these types of conversations should be televised. Shout out to you, man.
Damn.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah,
Alhamdulillah. Thank you, man.
Yeah, listen, man. That's amazing, man. Shush. We appreciate you, man.
Baby, you can.
He must be over there in Morocco with that oil, buddy.
Oh man, yeah, boy. God damn, boy. Woo, you understand me?
Is it? Tell us from the jails we speaking with.
This is Mo from Maryland.
Shout out to Maryland. What's up, man? What's going on with you?
I got two questions. Hey, Black.
Talk to me.
Look, I've been watching you for a while, bro. You dead wrong for watching that video for that long.
He's super dead wrong. He out of pocket, man. He out of pocket.
Look, I get it. That's your man.
Yeah.
You trying to figure out?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it. I figured it out too.
Nah, but I know you got is time in there, but you ain't need to watch an hour straight.
I'll take that, man. All right, man.
All right, cool. Now look, the next John, right?
Yeah.
Give me some time real quick. Look, the bull Catter, if he run into you now, then what?
No, I ran into him already. That's one of my childhood friends.
I know you is, but after the
I just seen him the other day. What, yesterday? On the Ave and jumped out on him. He know. I just asked him the other day. Yes, I just asked him. Listen, me and him, that's my childhood friend. That's not a nigga that I just heard about. I asked him when I came home, I said, why did you suck it?
No.
And he was like, man, I don't know, man. I said, yeah, you tripping, bro.
No.
And walked off. Like, that's the type of dude I am. I'm real and upfront. He knows me. Yes, Canada knows me very well.
I respect that.
I carry mine standing
around with some laws, not on duty, like you going to do your man or something.
Who?
You wanted to jump.
Huh?
You said because Cat box, so you were talking about you ride around with some large.
No, I ain't say that. No, I didn't say that. No, I'm saying meaning. No, I'm not saying that. I apologize if you took it that way. I'm meaning like my heart and my integrity, like what I'm gonna stand on. No, no, I'm not doing none of that. Life is over, and then I wouldn't even if I still was in that life. It's not for him. That's not. He's a real good. He's still my friend. I hug him. I jump out the car. Yo, come here, man. Yeah, all that. But I had to find out, and I asked him about why. But we ain't gonna make this issue about that. I just wanted to let you know.
We not.
All right.
We not. Y'all sorry.
Walaikum salam.
Catch. Shout out to Burley. Yeah, man. You know, it's just a matter of we gotta these conversations have to be had, man. And shout out to Ibn Al-Falani, man. Somebody said that's 50 American dollars. I love that's 500. That's $500. Yo, that's $500 cash, man. That's a alhamdulillah. You know, but the thing about it is these conversations have to be had because ultimately tell us from the jail. So we speaking with.
Hey, what's up, fellas? It's King Riley, man.
What's up, King Riley? How you doing? Where you calling from, man?
Jersey City.
Shout out to Jersey City.
It might
What's
be
up?
a little loud in my background, man. Two things I wanted to say. I'm in the gym right now, whatever, man. Y'all be like my gym music, you know what I'm saying? I can zone out, lock in while I'm listening to y'all. But
that's what's up.
First of all, bro, shout out to big homie that sent the 500, bro. Y'all deserve that, man. Like I'm a member on my other account, King Riley or whatever. Like I said, I personally don't have the 500 to donate like that for sure. When I do, y'all got it. Y'all deserve it. And I wish, nothing but big donations like that, you know what I'm saying, to come, man. But I just wanted to speak on the topic. Look, my kids lived in the projects. They grew up in the projects. We have roaches, all kinds of stuff. They didn't get in any trouble in the projects at all. Somebody with shootouts, all kinds of stuff that they grew up around. They live in the suburbs now. They live in a 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom house. They've gotten in more trouble in the suburbs than they ever did when they lived in the projects. And I'm a disciplinarian. Like I don't tolerate a lot of things. Their mother don't tolerate a lot of things. We've installed, a lot of the right things. Some wrong things too. We ain't been perfect at all. But I just say that to say, man, sometimes it's not the environment, man. The kids gonna do what they want to do at certain times. I think my kids lack integrity and they weak when it comes to peer pressure. You know what I mean? And that's a conversation that we gotta have. But I just wanted to say that, man. God bless y'all.
Same to you, man. And I wish I'm gonna be here, man, praying for your family, man. Hopefully everything works out for you, man.
Absolutely, thank you.
No problem. Tell us from the jail. So we speaking with.
You speaking with Rick Barber? What's up, Black?
Speaking of who?
Rick Stacks the Barber.
Where you calling from? Your phone going in and out. Where you calling from?
My fault. I'm calling from Delaware.
Now what's going on, man?
I got a quick question. Well, I really ain't got a question. I want to give y'all flowers, but in the beginning, when you first start your speech, when you say Pod Rooms USA, I think you need to pronounce that a little bit slower because I swear to God, bro, this whole time I thought you were saying impoverished USA.
Oh, wow.
I swore, because I know y'all in Kensington, so I'm like, he's saying impoverished USA. Like, I get it.
Yeah, that's a crazy name, though.
Pod Room.
Yeah, Pod Rooms USA, yep.
You feel me? We from Philly, but it's a whole lot of people that's not from Philly, so our accents don't translate to a lot of people. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate that. I'm gonna try to slow down because I talk fast anyway. So.
Right, no, but you got way better, bro. You and Black, like because I've been rocking with y'all since the beginning. Like I put a lot of people on y'all, like for
appreciate
real.
That.
And I just wanted to say that real quick.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Y'all keep doing your thing, man. Y'all keep doing your thing.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you, man.
Y'all, sir. Y'all have a good night.
You too. Yeah, so it's like, people, understand, sometimes, well, I say people have a hard time understanding each other a lot of times. Like, you can be going through something, right? And I'm going through something. I got an issue going on. And then me and you have a problem. When all we gotta do is talk about it and we can get to a resolution.
Mm-hmm.
But kids, they not taught that, man. We gotta teach kids problem solving skills, man. I think if we taught problem solving skills to our kids more, they'll be able to deal with other kids as, they'll be able to deal with problems more. Because you see what happened when they go to jail, right? We said these kids be beefing on the streets, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they get to jail and be friends. You know why? Because in jail, they learning problem solving skills. You know what I'm saying? They're learning that in there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad that they got to go to jail
to learn that, yeah.
And it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
If they can just sit down and have a conversation about certain things and talk about certain stuff, this killing it wouldn't be that way. Like it's just crazy. It's nobody that's. What can we do? How can we give us some suggestions? What do y'all think is the remedy to some of this stuff? How can we stop some of this killing, some of these kids getting sentenced to all these life sentences, man? It's just crazy. Look at the YBC indictment.
Mm-hmm.
They got indicted, but YBC Duel got killed. This how many people they lost over there. I'm just talking not I'm just speaking about them. If YBC Duel was alive, he'd probably got indicted too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the two options for him was going to be what? Getting killed or going to jail?
And the crazy part about it, my opinion, he made out the best way. If he was going to have to take one. Because, boy, I ain't trying to be in there for no goddamn life. Kill me. I'm not going in there for no life, bro. I can't do that, bro. Not now. Back then, I probably could have been like, yeah, give me life. Boy, life? I would go out my life in there with them niggas forever? Shit. Go ahead and pull my janaza me, please. And for y'all don't know what that means, funeral. Yeah. All right, man. He made out best.
It's just
you
crazy.
going in that joint 21 for the rest of your life. I can see if you was 50, you almost ready to get out the door anyway.
Tell us from the jails who we speaking with.
It's King_Tony215.
Yo, what's up, bro? What's going on, man? Where you calling from, man?
What's going on, man? Philly.
What's going on?
All right, man. Yeah, I think we were talking about the kids and different violence and everything. And I think a lot of it has to do with the city. The city misuses our tax dollars, and it doesn't go to where they need to. Like you said, they don't have that many POW or different YMCAs, but then the suburbs does. I'm probably around the same age as you, and when we went to school, they used to have this thing called No Kid Left Behind.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember that no matter if you fell, they pushed you to the next grade.
Correct, yep.
So a lot of times with the schooling, the difference from the suburbs and the Philly schools is they put more emphasis in teaching your kid, and if you fail, you got to be left behind. I pay for a private school for my son to go to because I refuse for them to go to a Philly school because they don't teach you anything. You know what I mean? And going back to what Black, I was saying in Super Chat, I understand where Black is coming from, where he's talking about basically he wants them to experience some type of, struggle, but you also can spoil your kid and have them in a different environment, but let them earn their stuff. Like my kids, I'll take them around the world, but they know what it is to struggle. Like I'll spoil them, but you got to earn it. You're not just giving, I'm not going to just give you a car. I'm not just going to buy you. You have to work for that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So they don't not know where they come from, but I like them to be in a comfortable environment where they can go outside and play and not have to be worried about being shot. Or you can do, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a difference. And unfortunately, the way they set the cities up, they make it for us not to be able to, grow and prosper. They make it where you're just a dog-eat-dog world. If you understand what I'm saying. There's not that many opportunity, and they designed it that way. I mean, that's my opinion.
Yeah, man. Well, thanks, man. Thanks for your opinion. Thanks for sharing, man. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, you made a lot of valid points, for sure.
Yeah. So y'all just keep up the good work. and like the live.
All right, thanks, man. Shout out to you.
Love you.
Enjoy your day. Yeah, man. You know, my thing is, you know, a lot of times, man, you know, we don't know where to start. We don't know where to begin. But I think it's easy, man. You gotta start with yourself. If we really think about it, start with yourself, man. You know, we can give so much to our kids, man. Tell us from the jails who's speaking with.
Yo, what's happening, man?
What's going on? Who's speaking with?
I say Dion. I'm out Atlanta, man.
Shout out to Atlanta. What's going on?
No, I just wanted to say, man, Black, I appreciate your passion, man. I can see it through the screen, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah. You right, bro. You right, but you wrong a little bit.
I am. I know.
You know, and I see where you was going, and what Peak was trying to say about like the community, man. We need some more OGs, bro. Ain't no more community ass whoopings no more, man.
Yeah,
you know,
you're right about that.
You
Yeah.
go down on the corner. You know, grandma used to whoop your ass. Next door neighbor used to whoop your ass. You get into some stuff. Man, we ain't got that no more.
We ain't got that at all no more.
Nah, you can keep the ass whoop at an alarming rate.
You
know?
You better believe it.
You know? So I think really that's what's missing from the community, because kids ain't really got no outlet. Like Feek said, man, they want to stay in the house all day, and when they come out, it's violent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it ain't no hooping, it ain't no football, it ain't none of that. You know, they just want to kill each other over the smallest things. So we got to find a different methodology. And I think, Black, you the perfect person based on your experience. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You done did your time.
Yep.
Your kids should listen to you more than anybody.
Exactly.
You done been there.
My son. Yeah. Yep. You definitely right, man.
So the only problem is you got to figure out a way to translate your experiences so that he understands the ramification of his actions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I would hate for my son to have to touch the stove and burn his hand when I done been through that for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
you right.
So I think that's the answer. We got to find out how to translate that information to the youth so that they don't make the same mistakes, and we course correct the community. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's all I wanted to say, man. I appreciate y'all for having this podcast.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
All right.
Yeah, man. So, you know, everybody has, their opinions. I think we all should, continue to have these type of discussions, because ultimately this tells from the jails, but we want to try to prevent the kids from going to jail, and we got to find a way to pull together, man. However we can do it, man. No matter if you white, black, Mexican, whatever you are, man. Whatever we can do to help the kids, it's no matter. Tell us from the jails who we're speaking with.
Hey. Can y'all hear me?
Hey, we can hear you. Who this? Dark Skin Beauty? Who is it? Hello?
Hello?
She hung
Yes,
up?
Yeah, we hear you.
We can hear you now. Who's speaking with?
You speaking to Tammy.
Hey, Tammy. Tammy from West Philly, how you doing? Can you can you talk into the phone? I think your phone's going in and out.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's good now.
Okay. I just want to give all y'all flowers. I want to tell every day, me and my husband.
Thank you.
And we appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you.
Well, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you.
I don't want my phone to keep going in and out.
But we appreciate. We can hear you though.
Oh, y'all good now?
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
Well, what I want to say is, I think it's about. Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Let me see if you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear
Can
you.
I call right back?
No, we can hear you though. We can hear you.
Okay. What I was saying is, my brother, we grew up with mother and father. He did what he wanted. So we grew up in the hood, but it's about who you are. That's what I think it is. It's about who you are as a person.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I really do. Like I tell I'm an older person. I'm 50. And it's my last kid. I feel good, but I tell him this. Very good. I'm sad. I tell him this. as a person. And he's doing his thing. He's in trouble. And so I think it's about who you are as a person. He's not in no trouble. He ain't out running with guns at 16. Like I tell him again, it's who you are as a person. And I tell him, don't let the environment do you. You move around the environment. So that's how I see it.
Yeah, well, thank you, man. That's some good advice to give. You know, the kids need to hear that. So we thank you for calling in. Enjoy your night.
I'm gonna send y'all a donation.
I appreciate it. We appreciate that no matter what it is. We appreciate it.
Okay. Have a good day.
You too as well.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, man. So it's just a matter of us continue to push the the narrative, because we all got to find a way to call in there. Tell us from the jail. So we're speaking with.
What's up, fellas? This is Danny, man. What's going on?
What's up, Daddy, man? How you doing? Where you calling from?
Telling, man. All right, I'm from uptown, but I'm up Murphy's right now.
Okay. Yeah, I live uptown. I live on Forest Ave when I was younger.
Right?
Yeah.
Where did you like to hang out at? A King of Prussia at the mall, or in the inner city where like people that look like you do the stuff you like to do, stuff like that?
When I was a kid, what age you talking about? Tell me what age you talking about.
Between like the ages of 10 and 21, 25.
Oh, 10 and 25? That's a large gap. So when I was like 10, I like to be in the hood, a lot of times, because I didn't know nothing about hanging at the malls and stuff. I ain't started hanging at the malls till I started getting a little bit of money. Like I was like maybe, 13, 14, so I get a couple $. So I started, wanting to hang down at the gallery, down there, chasing the girls and so forth and so on. But I still always come back to the hood. I never really hung in the mall. We used to go to the mall. We used to hustle all week and then go to the mall, and then we'd try to spend a bag, go shopping. We used to, buy Moschino, Versace, Prada, all that stuff. We used to go out and do those type of things when I was in 16, 17, 18. Then we started doing certain things, but I always went to school, so forth and so on. But for me, the best place place I wanted to hang the most was in the hood, because I felt safe there. We got guns there. We got everything you need there in the hood, so I was comfortable in the hood. But I would like to go and see different things, to go shopping and so forth and so on. But I was in the hood. I was trying to get some money, so I had to be around there to get my money.
But I think it's not even just because you're from there and you're safe. I think all kids at a certain age want to be around that inner city energy. Even white kids in the suburbs. That's why Keith is rich, because of kids like that. They in this boring suburban neighborhood where nothing is going on. And then you see these white kids playing in their driveway by themselves. Then they turn on internet or TV and they see all this shit going on in the hood. Now they want to be that and go there. So it's hard to tell a kid or a younger person that, oh, come up here, go pee. I'll take y'all here and that and out the way. And then when you chop them off, they like, yo, we going up the hood. We going back to Philly. We going to do this. We going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's different when you get older. You got a different perspective. That's all. Yeah,
you're right. Yeah, that's a good, valid point. It's a very valid point. I just think that what I was trying to say is, you may have a better outcome by, having your kids living in a suburban area, because this is more safe. So, but I respect your opinion, man.
To lay your head for sure, yeah. But I love y'all podcast, man. I've been binge watching for the last 2 weeks.
Thanks,
I'm
man.
I'm becoming a member as soon as I get paid and keep going.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man.
Shout out to Trinidad _Mac _Millie for the donation, man. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, man. Yeah, Diesel 18. The donations is coming in at an alarming rate. We appreciate whatever it is, man, because at the end of the day, even if we didn't get any donations, we still gonna be here every day to try to support, our community, support our young guys and girls who are here, trying to make it, because at the end of the day, they need to hear these type of things. And a lot of times, I know it's not very many young kids in here, but we all in here 9 times out of 10, somebody as a parent or uncle or aunt, somebody to somebody, man. So we gotta try to pull together and see what we can do. Yeah, man, we're gonna take a few more calls if we can. 215-316-4492. 215-316-4492. We want to hear from y'all before we get up out of here. What you listening to, man? So what happened?
No, I'm thinking about something.
Your spider sense is going on?
No, because I was thinking about because we ain't dropped. We got a guest next. I was thinking about Thursday.
Your mind's all place. So listen, we got Lil Bucks. Everybody know Lil Bucks from the city of Philadelphia. Lil Bucks just came home. Lil Bucks, you know, he come from the city. He's trying to change his life. If you listen to the interview, he doesn't even like being in Philly no more because he has PTSD from being in Philly, going to jail, being shot at, lost a lot of friends, you know, all these different things. And now he's like, man, I don't want to be a part of Philly. So it's a great interview with him. Y'all can check it out. We're gonna drop tomorrow. We're gonna drop something crazy for y'all tomorrow. It's gonna be a premiere tomorrow for y'all. So it's gonna be something crazy. So look out for that tomorrow at 6 p.m. It's gonna be a heavy premiere of something.
Wednesday?
Tomorrow's Thursday.
No, tomorrow's Wednesday.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Oh, tomorrow. Oh, damn. Well, shit. God damn. Damn.
Yeah, never get high on your own supply.
No. I used to love doing that in jail. Like, I was saying it's Tuesday, it's really Thursday. I'm like, yes. God damn, boy.
Are you happy that you?
Yeah, I'm happy. Like, damn, it's Tuesday. No, it's Friday. Damn, boy, I done got them days over with.
That's messed up, though, man. That ain't nothing to laugh at, man. That's terrible. Tell us from the jails who we speaking with.
Yo, it's Josh from the Bronx.
Shout out to the Bronx. What's up, man?
What's good, bro?
Nothing chilling,
I
man.
was just sitting here with my cousin. We just chilling, listening to the pod. But I was
Appreciate
trying
that.
to tell him about the story when Black was like, the dude got hit with that lock in his sock, and he was like, burgers and fries.
That nigga thought he was in a McDonald's parking lot. He forgot he was on somebody's institution yard. He thought he was in a drive-thru. Talking about, what's your order? Burgers and fries. Thank you for the support, man. I appreciate that, man. Tell everybody, man, tap
good,
in, man.
Y'all good, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all good, bro. Y'all, I'm here at the Alarm and Ray. Y'all have a good night, though.
You
bro.
too, man. Stay safe and stay free.
That's a fact. You already know.
Thanks, man. Yeah, don't forget we gonna have Leaf Ward on guys up here, man. We got still got a lot of good content coming, man. We got a lot of good content coming, man. We got some female perspectives coming. We just out here just working, man, trying to spread the awareness, man, to keep people from going to prison, man. And once again, I want to say this for all the people out there who's I don't want to say that we're haters.
No, but just don't know. Because a lot of people might look at it and be like, well, damn, that's what that's about. No, we correct you here. This is what it is.
Yeah, tell us from the jails we do not support prison or crime in any way. We're not a fan of prison, not a fan of crime. We are here to deter people from going to prison with real stories, real life scenarios like this. And this is one of the main topics. How do we cultivate our kids? How do we prevent them from, from going to prison? So this is what we're talking about. We'll take a few more calls, man. 215-316-4492. 215-316-4491. Call them before we get up out of here, man. We're going to take like another couple minutes. Take a few more calls before we get up out of here. We want to hear from y'all, man. Give us some, some perspective. And shout out to Empath Home Care, man. They get you right. If you're in Philly, if you're in Jersey, reach out to Empath. You know what I'm saying? Empath, you got me in some trouble too, man. I got to talk to you about that too, man. One of my close guys, man. He was mad. He was mad at me about something that happened. I got to contact you about this, man. I don't know what's going on, but man, this guy thought that I was doing some things or trying to communicate with somebody that he was cool with, man. I don't know what happened, but he sent me. I was like, I don't know, but we're gonna talk about it. But it's my guy, man. It's my guy, man. But call him 215-316-4492. 215-316-4492. Shout out to Dot. Yeah, man. That's all we doing. But yeah, we about to get up out of here, man. Thank everybody for tuning in. Remember, y'all can check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, all platforms. We are available on all platforms. TikTok, Instagram. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you support us. Don't forget to hit the like button on this video. Don't forget we'll be back tomorrow with more content. We got crazy clips on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays. We're going to be dropping those. We have a lot of content that we're going to put out for y'all. A lot of, breaking news, stuff that we want to present to y'all to kind of keep y'all in tune to what's going on so that we can try to save ourselves and save the youth. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to change the narrative. Anything you want to say before we go up?
No, we out of here.
All right, y'all, man. Don't forget to hit the like button. We see y'all tomorrow.